Hi, in this tutorial we're going to be looking at how you can use research groups to create and manage lists of individuals. So firstly, what exactly is a research group? A research group is a way of linking people who are joined by a common interest or cause. So if you were putting on an event, you could use a research group to draft your initial invitee list. If you were to be sending out a newsletter or a publication, you could use a research group to draft your initial mailing list. Or if you were a fundraiser, you could even use a research group as a form of scratch pad, as a list of potential prospects that you'd like to visit. So in today's scenario, I need to generate a mailing list of constituents. Now this could be for an event that I'm arranging or a publication I'm hoping to send out. I have 3 different groups of people that I would like to include on my list. I would like to include donors, I would like to include prospects, and I would like to include alumni. Now these 3 groups of people together will form my mailing list. As you're probably aware by now, the way that people can be identified and grouped together on DARS is by creating selections. Now I will need 3 selections, a selection for donors, a selection for prospects, and a selection for alumni. And it's when I bring these 3 selections together and I put them into my research group, I'll have my total mailing list. Now one of the great advantages of using a research group is that it allows people from different departments and colleges to work together to establish these lists of constituents. So for instance, if we were to have a university-wide event that was being arranged, the development offices could submit their selections to the research group and include individuals that they would like to invite. Alternatively, the alumni relations, the marketing teams and the event coordinators could also establish their own guest lists which they contribute towards the research group that will form the overall mailing list. Today we'll achieve all this by step 1, creating a research group. Step 2, we'll populate that research group either with selections or with individual records. And step 3 will be to review the research group and the constituents held within it. So step 1, creating a research group. Navigate to the prospects area of DARS, click on Manage Research Groups and select the option to add a new research group. Name your research group. Remember to use the naming conventions as it will make your life easier to find your research group later on. Add a description if you like. And we also have the opportunity to create our research group from a selection. Now in true Blue Peter style, I've created 3 selections already, 1 for donors, 1 for prospects and 1 for alumni. So I'm going to go ahead and select my selection for donors. So now I want to add more selections to my group. I'm going to click on the Populate Research Groups tab at the top of the screen and select the option to add a new process. I now need to name the process, and again remember the naming conventions. You can add a description if you like, and now we can select our research group that we created earlier. Now we can pick out a selection which we wish to assign to it. We can also set the populate method. This will allow us to just add new names to the list regardless, or we can use our current list and update it with any new names. This will help us avoid duplicates. Finally, select your process and click on the Run Process button. This will now add your selection to your research group. If I wish to quickly navigate to a previous screen on DARS, such as my research group, I can click on View and select History. This will give me a new tab in the task pane, and I can click on History and select my previous research group. Now that I'm in my research group, I can go to the Members tab to see who is on my list. If I wish to add a single constituent, I can simply click Add and then add the constituent's name into the field. As these lists can get quite large, use the filters to interrogate your list. So in summary, research groups are an effective way of creating lists of individuals. They also assist teams and colleges to work together in the context of development and alumni relations. We hope that you found this tutorial helpful, and if you'd like any more information, visit us at www.admin.ox.ac.uk/DARS or email us at darstraining@admin.ox.ac.uk.